Welcome back, class, to the third chapter of Environment Shankar IS Terrestrial Ecosystem. And if you are facing any problem regarding government examinations, you can visit our website isbio.com and exammap.com, and you can also contact us on our WhatsApp number. So let's start. The third chapter is terrestrial ecosystem. Terrestrial ecosystem is a land-based community of organisms, and that organisms are in biotic nature. Biotic means the living organisms and their interaction with the abiotic components in a given area. Abiotic components means non-living things that are temperature, climate change, water, soil, etc. The type of terrestrial ecosystem found in a particular place, which is dependent on following factors. These factors are: first one is topography. Topography are valleys, mountains, plains, and plateaus. Second one is altitude and latitude. Third one is quality of soil. Fourth one is amount of light. Fifth one is amount of precipitation, that is rainfall received. And sixth one is temperature range. So there we have different types of terrestrial ecosystem. That we have tundra. In tundra we have two types: alpine tundra and arctic tundra. Then we have forest ecosystem. We have a forest ecosystem into two types: coniferous and temperate forest system. Then we have grassland ecosystem, and we have desert ecosystem. In the forest ecosystem we have one more type, which is tropical. So in the forest ecosystem we have three types: coniferous, temperate ecosystem, or tropical. So first we talk about tundra. Tundra means barren land. Tundra means barren land, that is, tundra ecosystems are treeless regions where environmental conditions are very severe. The characteristics of tundra are harsh climatic conditions that are cold and windy. Winters are long and very severe. Summers are cool and brief. In the tundra region, the precipitation is scanty. Rainfall means very low. Precipitation is mainly in the form of snow, and the soil is of permafrost type. Permafrost is the soil that remains frozen all over all year around and is also scarce of nutrients. And in the tundra we don't see the variation of diversity, means it has low biotic diversity. And we have two types of tundra region: arctic and alpine. So let's discuss about the arctic and alpine tundra first. Here we have arctic and alpine. Arctic region extends as a continuous belt below the polar ice cap and above tree line in the northern hemisphere. In the northern hemisphere, and in the southern hemisphere, it is limited to some parts of Antarctic and Falkland. And the alpine has the distribution found at any altitude in high altitude region. It is found in any latitude in a high altitude area. So example of the extending area are Alaska, Canada, Russia, Greenland, Iceland, and Scandinavia of the Arctic region. And we have alpine tundra in Himalayas, the Alps, Tibetan Plateau, Caucasus Mountains, American caldera, etc. We have flora in the Arctic tundra, mosses, lichens, sedges, cotton grass, dwarf heath, willows and birches. And in the alpine we have mosses, sedges, liverworts, grassy vegetation. The fauna we have seen in Arctic region are Arctic fox, polar bears, caribou, musk ox, and in the alpine we have pikas, marmots, mountain goat, reindeer, musk ox, etc. So next one is forest ecosystem. Forest ecosystem is a dynamic complex of different kinds of biotic components and their abiotic environment interacting as a functional unit, where trees are a key component of this ecosystem. The forest ecosystem have been classified into three categories: coniferous, temperate, and tropical forest. All these forest biomes are generally arranged on a gradient form, north to south latitude or from high to lower altitude. So discuss about these three types of forest ecosystem. First one is coniferous. Coniferous, or also known as taiga forest or boreal forest. So it is sandwiched between tundra which is at north, and temperate which is at south. This one is light between these of two. And distribution, it stretches in a great continuous belt across North America, Europe, and Asia, and absent in southern hemisphere because of the narrowness of southern continents in high altitudes. In the high latitudes we have no continent, so this type of forest is absent in the southern hemisphere. It has the well defined seasons like winter, cold, short, cool summer, presence of local winds, and has the well distribution of precipitation throughout the year. And the soil we have seen in this coniferous in forest are acidic, excessively leached, and mineral deficient. And the vegetation or flora, we can see the evergreen, conical in shape, that is thick, leathery, and needle shaped leaves. For example, pine, fir, spruce, larch. And the fauna we have seen mink, silver fox, lynx, and wolf. Temperate forest, uh, it is characterized by broad-leafed trees which shed their leaves in autumn and grow new foliage in autumn. It can be further divided into two, that is our temperate deciduous mainly in northern hemisphere, and temperate evergreen found in Mediterranean climatic region, and temperate rainforest which is found in both the hemispheres coastal region. So we have seen three types in temperate forest. First one is temperate deciduous, which is mainly in northern hemisphere. Second one is temperate evergreen, which is in Mediterranean climatic region. And third one is temperate rainforest, which is found in both hemisphere and near the coastal region. So these temperate forests located in mid latitude areas between polar region grading and to the tropics. It is found in both northern and southern hemisphere, and it has moist warm summer and frosty or rainy water, and it has the presence of distinct seasons and the brown forest soils. And the flora, we have broadleaf trees which are oaks, maples, beeches, shrubs, perennial herbs and mosses. And the fauna, we see squirrel, marsupials, brown bear, bats and rodents. The temperate evergreen forest, it is the part of the world that have Mediterranean type of climate, and it has dry summers and cool and moist winters. It has low broad leafed evergreen forest, and fir is an example of this plant. And fire is an important hazardous factor in this ecosystem, enable them to regenerate quickly after the burn, that it has the power of the adaptation of the plants. Temperate rainforest, that seasonally with regard to temperate and rainfall is high and fog may be very heavy. It is important source of water than rainfall itself, and the biotic diversity of temperate rainforest is high as compared to other temperate forest, and the diversity of plants and animals is much low as compared to tropical forest. Tropical rainforest, it is characterized as luxuriant forest with diverse array of communities and makes up one of the earth's largest biome. It is found in wet tropical uplands and lowlands around the equator, and it has the abiotic components like high humidity high humidity and temperature, it is more or less uniform. Precipitation exceeds 200 centimeter and evenly distributed throughout the year, and it has the red letosols, means high rate of red lettucesol is a type of soil which is high rate of leaching, makes it agriculturally useless, but can rejuvenate with nutrients when left undisturbed. And the flora, we have seen diverse angiosperms and relatively few gymnosperms besides liverworts. Creepers, ferns, mosses, lichens, and algae are also found, and presence of dense upper canopy and thick underground. And the fauna we have seen is monkey, rhinoceros, large number of insects and birds. Tropical seasonal forest, also known as monsoon forest, occur in regions where total annual rainfall is very high, but segregation is pronounced them into two, wet and dry periods. And this kind of forest is found in Southeast Asia, Central and South American, North Australia, West Africa, and tropical islands of Pacific, as well as in India. Subtropical rainforest, it has broad-leaved evergreen and found in the regions of fairly high rainfall but less temperature differences between summer and winter. And they are the it has the epiphytes are very common, and animal life of subtropical forest is very similar to tropical rainforest. Now let's discuss about the Indian forest types. And these Indian forest types are classified by Champion and Seth into 16 types. So first one is tropical wet evergreen forest. Wet evergreen forest found along Western Ghats, Andaman and Nicobar Islands, and all along northeast eastern regions. It is characterized by tall, straight evergreens, and the more common trees that are found here are jackfruit, betel nut palm, jamun, mango, and hollock. The tree in this forest form a tire pattern, that is, the shrubs cover layer to the ground, shrubs followed by short structured trees, then the tall variety. Beautiful fern of various colors and different varieties of orchids grow on the trunks of the trees. Second one is tropical semi-evergreen forest. These are found in Western Ghats, Andaman and Nicobar Islands, and Eastern Himalayas. Such forests have a mixture of wet evergreen forest and moist deciduous forest. The forest is dense and filled with a large variety of trees of both types. Tropical moist deciduous forest. These are found throughout the India except in western and northwestern regions, and found in all throughout the India. And the trees are tall and have broad trunks, branching trunks, and roots to hold them firmly to the ground. Some of the taller trees shed their leaves in dry season, and there is a layer of short trees and evergreen shrubs under the ground, and these forests are dominated by sal, teak, along with mango, bamboo, and rosewood. Littoral and swamps, these are found along Andaman and Nicobar Islands, delta area of Ganga and Brahmaputra, and they have the roots that consist of tissues soft soft tissues, so that plant can breathe in water. Tropical dry deciduous forest found throughout the northern part of country except northeast. Found along the northern part country except in northeast, and it is found in Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, and Tamil Nadu, and canopy of trees does not normally exceed 25 meters. Common trees are sal, a variety of acacia, and bamboo. Tropical thorn forest. This type is found in areas with black soil, which is in north, west, and central and south India, and the trees do not grow beyond to the 10-meter, and the examples are cactus, capper, etc. Tropical dry evergreen forest. These are found along Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, and Karnataka coast, and it is mainly hard-leaved evergreen trees with fragrant flowers and along with a few deciduous shrubs. Subtropical broad-leaved forest. These are found in eastern Himalayas and western Ghats along with Silent Valley. There is a marked difference in the form of vegetation in the two areas. In the Silent Valley, the pine spur, cinnamon, rhododendrons, and fragrant fragrant grasses are predominant, and in the eastern Himalayas the flora has been badly affected by shifting cultivation and forest fires. These wet forests consist mainly of evergreen trees with a sprinkling of deciduous here and there, and there are oak tree or elder, chestnut, birch, and cherry trees, and there are a large variety of orchids, bamboo, and creepers. Subtropical pine forest. Pine forests are found in steepy, dry slopes of Shivalik hills, western and central Himalayas, Khasi, Naga, and Manipur hills, and trees predominantly found in these areas are chair, oak, rhododendron, and pine, as well as sal, amla, and laburnum found in lower regions. Subtropical dry evergreen forest. Dry evergreen forests normally have a prolonged hot, dry season and cold winter. It generally has evergreen trees with shining leaves that have a varnished look, and these forests are found in Shivalik hills and foothills of the Himalayas up to a height of 1000 meters. Montane wet temperate forest. These type of forest in the north, we found these type of forest, and to the east of Nepal into Arunachal Pradesh, receiving a minimal rainfall of 2000 mm. And in the north there are three layers of forest. Higher layer is mainly known as coniferous. Middle layer is deciduous such as oak, and lowest layer is covered by rhododendron and champa. In the south, it is found in parts of Nilgiri hills, the higher reaches of Kerala. The forest in the northern region are denser than in south, and rhododendrons and a variety of ground flora can be found here. Thank you, class. We will back with the remaining part of the chapter.